Hi, my name's Steve, my business partner Austin, and today we're going to talk about overcoming the dreaded "I need to think about it" type objection that you're going to get. What do we got? Barstow, California roofers. I did not expect this topic, but if I'm trying to get this roofer and I'm showing them that, hey, look, I work a lot with roofers. I've helped other ones go. And let's say I'm dealing with wind repair roofing. He's got just one review. Let's see what his website looks like. All right, I'm not crazy about the free quotes because it takes time. Everything looks a little
The
bit off.
background on his logo is
Yeah, everything looks off, like it's not connecting quite right. Um, so you can help this place. They need to look like they're good at what they do, and if you start to see stuff like this and it just doesn't give you a lot of confidence. So we're going to reach out to wind repair, and if you're in the roofing niche, this is a great one right here, a great company to work with. They just got one review and it's a good one. They do have roofing contractors, their main uh, category, which that does sound good, but there's room to grow here. Their website's not strong, and let's look at their Google business profile. I'm sure it's not going to be strong. Did I pick the right one? Yeah, wind repair roofing. So we got we got a nice car there. Um, I don't really know what to say about this, but if you reached out to them, I don't even know what popped up
it was
there.
a McDonald's.
That was a McDonald's. So,
Yeah.
um, obviously, there's a lot of room to work here. So, the first thing you're going to tell them is we're going to work on your Google business profile, and we're going to get pictures in there, images of the roofing jobs you do. And how does that help? Well, that helps overcome some objections from the ones they're going to be dealing with, because they're the ones that now that need to convince the people that want to buy a roof that they're good. So the same way, we're going to show them stuff we can do for them that's going to improve not only their rankings in Google, but their rankings with people. We want the people to come here and buy the product. We want them to buy the roof from us. So back to the original topic, I need to think about it. If you've gotten those, and we all have, this video is for you. If they're telling you, I need to think about it, which we all hate, they're saying one of three things. They're saying, I don't think that you're valuable enough, basically, for the first one. That whatever you're charging seems to me like it's more than what I'm getting back. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one, there's some kind of unspoken objection that we haven't heard of, that they didn't voice to us. It could be trust, timing, something along those lines. Maybe the price. They didn't feel comfortable saying something, but there's something that we haven't heard that's in the second thing that's gone wrong, and we don't quite know what that is yet. And the third one is they're going to comparison shop. And if they want a comparison shop, if they don't think your Google business profile business is worth it to them, then it's probably better that you guys just go your separate ways, and unless it's close. So if you're charging, let's say 1,000, and they're looking, let's say 850 was their budget, you could probably still work something out there. If their budget was 250 and you're at 1,000, then yeah, you guys weren't going to be a good match. It is best for them to find somebody who's going to meet that price and who's going to come down for them. So, what's the worst thing you can do at this point? So we now know they need to think about it, which none of us like to hear. Don't say no problem. Take your time. We'll be here when you've thought about it, because they're not thinking about it. You're not going to get that call. So even as a kid, when you're trying to get something and you're begging your mom and your dad, can I please get this? Can I please? And they say, oh yeah, we'll think about it. They're not going to think about it. Think about it means you're not getting it. So You've handed the control over to your prospect at this point, who is never going to call you back, and you're probably never going to hear from them again. So you've got to do something else other than that. Silence is going to be the money killer on this one. So we need to look at this a little further and find out what to do. I'm going to turn it over to Austin, who's the answer man in this case, and is going to tell us exactly what to do.
And what to say, the 3-step response. Acknowledge it without panic. Oh, absolutely, I completely understand. This is a real commitment and you want to make the right call. Don't argue, don't push, just stay calm and validate. Ask the one question that opens everything up. Can I ask, is there a specific part you're still wearing, or is it more of a timing thing? This does two things. It shows you care about their decision, and it pulls the real objection to the surface. Most clients will tell you exactly what's holding them back if you just ask. Step 3, address it directly, then re-anchor to the cost of waiting. Once they tell you what it is, if it's price, uncertainty, whether it'll work, address it head on, then close with something like, here's what I've seen. The businesses that wait 3 to 6 months to get their GBP and local SEO in order are 3 to 6 months behind their competitors who didn't rate. I'm not trying to rush you, but I want you to have that context. No pressure, just reality. And then following up, you can follow up like, how much longer would you say?
Well, we like to actually give the proposal, and if we don't hear anything, we usually wait a full day, like 24 hours, and then we'll give another. We'll give a different thing, like a case study or something that shows how good of a job we can do for them, and then that's it.
This is, I need to think about it.
So we don't go any farther than that. Some people will give 3, 4, 5 different follow-ups. We don't. We give the initial proposal, one follow-up, and if we're not a fit, that's how we look at it. We're not a fit. But if you want to keep following up, a couple more wouldn't hurt, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for you. If you're in that area of Barstow, California, reach out to Wind Repair Roofing. They can use your help. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.